Hey crossword fans! Today we're going to be solving the New York Times crossword for Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. Alright, let's get started. One across. Anger? I wonder if that could just be ire? Yeah, that's another word for anger. You've engendered someone's ire. Let's see if we can confirm that on the downs here. Tall purple flower? I think an iris is a purple flower, isn't it? Flat fee? And this is a wordplay clue as indicated by this question mark here. So because this is a wordplay clue, this is not talking about a flat price or a flat fee that you would pay like a lawyer or something. I think this is going to be a fee that you would pay for a flat, which is another word for an apartment, right? Especially in the UK, and that would be rent. Nice, that's a clever little wordplay clue there. Classic Icelandic saga. Yeah, those are called Eddas. I think that's a word just used to describe these specific Icelandic stories. Yeah, that does show up on the crossword every now and again. All right, let's take a look at these longer acrosses here. Parts of clown costumes. I really want that to be red noses. And then what's the next long one here? Oh, it's a cross clue. Okay. You might dip a 15 down in this before writing something. So this is what you might dip into this. I want this to be nib. I want 15 down to be nib, like the nib of a pen. And then you might dip a pen nib into India ink. That's a specific type of ink. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. All right, let's just make sure we can get these downs here. Oh, and we didn't even look at this. We got this all filled in, didn't we? Wild guess is a stab. Yeah, we're used to doing that on the crosswords. Okay. Showy bit of neckwear. That could be a boa. Yeah, a feather boa. To repeat myself. And this is an equivalent phrase clue because it has quotes around it. That means we need to find an equivalent phrase for to repeat myself. Maybe that could be as I said. Yeah, that phrase pretty much means the same thing. Okay. Fame, that could be renown, right? And then inquires could be asks. Yeah, all right, everything's looking good here. What is this going to be up here? Theta of silent films? Oh my god, I've never seen this name before. I'm glad we got all this filled in on crosses. Theta Bara? Oof, that was a long time ago. Okay. Baseball's Slammin' Sammy? That's Slammin' Sammy Sosa. Yeah, I actually went to a Cubs game in, I think, 2004 when he was still playing, and he hit 3 home runs in one game. Yeah, that was a wild era of baseball. Okay, gaping mouth. Another word for a gaping mouth is a maw. Yeah, I usually kind of hear that word when describing a monstrous creature of some kind. Married mademoiselle. This MLLE is an abbreviation for the French word mademoiselle. So if you're married, you're not a mademoiselle anymore. You are a madame, right? I think the abbreviation for madame in French is MME, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because there's this abbreviation in the clue, the answer, not only does it have to be in French because the clue is in French, but it also has to be abbreviated French because it's abbreviated French in the clue. That's pretty tricky for a Tuesday there. All right, you might dip a 25 down in this to test the water. Okay, it looks like we have a dipping theme on today's Tuesday puzzle. I think this one's a little easier. This is looking like it should be a toe, right? And you can dip your toe into a swimming pool. Very nice. Okay. This is interesting. We kind of had that double cross theme on Sunday where there was like a theme answer going across and something crossing it. Kind of feels like an echo of that on today's puzzle. That's pretty interesting. All right, you know what? Let's try and build up through this corner so we don't just kind of leave it hanging. Western resort town on the Roaring Fork River. I want that to be Aspen, Colorado. I don't know that for sure, but that looks like it's going to fit. Ruined as a martini per 007. He always asks for his martinis shaken, not stirred, right? So if you stirred a martini for him, that would ruin it. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't want to make James Bond angry. I would shake his martinis. All right. Many a home with a circular driveway. I think fancy houses usually have circular driveways, right? Maybe that would be called a mansion. Yeah. 3 blank, 1986 Western comedy. I think there's a movie called 3 Amigos. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Razor of an alarm in a coal mine. That's a canary, right? Yeah, the miners used to use canaries to test to make sure there wasn't any poisonous gases leaking inside the mine. This is a bird. I'm not super thrilled about that practice. All right, landmark health legislation of 2010 for short. That was the Affordable Care Act, right? Also known as Obamacare. Small part in a superhero film, and this is wordplay again. So this is not going to be about a small background role in a superhero film. It's going to be some kind of pun. What kind of part would they be talking about? It almost feels like that wordplay clue with Moses that we had last week, where the part was the parting of the Red Sea. I can't think of a part that happened in a superhero film, though. Let's get some more crossing help. Xbox experts say that would be a gamer, because you use your gamer tag on the Xbox, right? Speak grandly could be orate. Church council, that could be a synod. I just know I've seen that word in relationship to kind of church groups, gatherings of church officials. Okay, so a small part in a superhero film would be Ant-Man, right? Because he's literally very small. Okay, very good. All right, so the pun was on small, not on part this time. Okay, what's this cross here? Take care of as a task. I guess that should be C2, right? And then what is this long down? Swiss tourist destination. What is this? Somewhere in Switzerland? I'm not sure what this is going to be. Let's see if we can get some crossing help. Performs as a historical event. That should be reenacts, right? Like we have Civil War reenactors in the United States. So is this going to be Interlands? I've never heard of that before. It kind of seems like that's what it wants to be, though. Let's see if we can confirm that this is an N. Blank Zor-El, Supergirl's real name? Oh no. I do not know Supergirl's real name. Shoot. Okay. King or queen? Those are both mattress sizes. They're both chess pieces. And they're both cards, yeah. Because the clue says king or queen, that means they want a singular answer here, card instead of cards. If it was king and queen, the answer would be cards, yeah. Very nice, okay. Pants in slang. That could be trow, right? If you drop trow, you're mooning someone. Level-headed, I guess that could just be sane. So that gives us Nera Zor-El for Supergirl, okay. Shakespeare's Fairy King? Oh man. I think this is from A Midsummer Night's Dream. I thought that was Oberon, wasn't it? Maybe it's not lands. Yeah, let's take that out. I'm pretty sure about Oberon. And then... I have no idea. We're gonna have to get some more help here. This is a little bit of a worrying cross because I don't know either of these, but hopefully if we get the last letter in, we can make a plausible guess. Drains? I guess that could be saps, right? Like kryptonite saps Superman of his energy. Okay. Blank large? That could be writ large, right? Like if you take something and apply it to a much larger example. Okay. Robert Blank, a longtime Disney CEO. I guess that's Robert Iger, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Had words with, and with this word in parentheses, we need to make sure it can go at the end of our answer. So I think argued with makes sense still. Yeah, that sounds good. Things set on windowsills to cool are pies. Yeah. They get stolen off of windowsills by escaped convicts. Okay, scorekeeper, and this is more wordplay. Where is the pun gonna be here? It's not gonna be about someone keeping score in like a game. Maybe it's about like someone settling a score, you know, somebody that like resents someone else for something they did. I wonder. Maybe it's just going to be about music though, because look at the beginning. It looks like it might start with music, and a score is something a musician might keep, right? A musical score. So maybe it's just musician? Oh no. No, that's much too short, huh? I bet it is about music though. Let's see if we can get some crossing help. Candy blank? Hospital volunteers? I think they're called candy stripers. I'm actually not sure why they're called candy stripers. I've heard that term before though. And then we want this to be a C, right? And this might be another theme answer, another dipping theme answer. You might dip 37 down in this at a dinner party. Okay, so it looks like it ends in do. Maybe that's fondue. And then would that start with cheese? Because we want that to be a C, right? Cheese fondue. Yeah. That would be something they would have in Switzerland. Yeah, if you go to like Gruyere. But what would you dip into it? Bread, maybe? Yeah, okay. And then is this grass? Blades that don't cut, but that are themselves cut? Yeah. Ooh, that's a clever clue there. You make it sound like a knife blade. Yeah. And then that makes this ban for forbid. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Fish that's poisonous unless cooked. Is that an eel? Yeah, well, I guess you just shouldn't eat them then. Easy. All right. Wife of Theseus. Boy. Yeah, I don't think I can come up with her name. Sweet Italian wine? It's not Prosecco, right? What is that going to be? Kind of ran out of places to build off of here. Let's see if we can start fresh. Office notes. And that's plural. Maybe it's just memos, plural? Yeah. And then can we confirm that? Thrill. Is it elate, maybe? I'm not 100% on that one. Luxury watch brand? Boy, that is one thing that I do not know anything about. Short story writer famous for twist endings. Is it O. Henry? I think it might be. Yeah, he's like a classic American writer. Strappy footwear? Is that just a sandal? That seems pretty good. Is this Aloha? High in high, which is also HI, the state code for Hawaii. Very nice. That's a good clue there. That's very cute. Bird that quoth in a Poe poem. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Very good. Boy, there's been some really nice references on today's puzzle. Geez, I still have no idea about this watch brand. Okay, this is looking like a music stand. Yeah, I was thinking about a musician, but it's just the stand that holds the musical score. Okay. We were on the right track there, though. Oof, man. I don't think I've heard of this. This is a pretty tricky cross here. What is this? Can we get this last down, maybe? Popeye's olive? That's olive oil, yeah? That's Popeye's longtime girlfriend. Oh no. I don't know this or this or this. This is terrible. Wow, for Tuesday, this is a very tricky section. I think this is probably an A. It has that kind of AE, like Roman letter. Probably a D here. Phaedra, I think, is maybe a name I've seen before. Movado, possibly. Oh boy. And then that mixed with this letter that we don't know. Yeah. Oof. This is brutal. Okay. Let's just finish off the puzzle and then we can kind of torture ourselves with these last 3 really tricky crosses. That's not fair. Another equivalent phrase. Is that boo? You're booing someone? That's not fair, maybe? Let's see if we can confirm that. Oh, I'm not totally sure about that. LAX's counterpart in Northern California. LAX is the airport code for LA's airport. So the counterpart in Northern California would be San Francisco's airport. And that airport code is SFO. Okay, that's looking good. Made a bid of? Is that just offered? Yeah, if you made a bid of something, you offered on it. Neighbor of Francia? I think Francia is maybe the name for France in Spain, but since we have a Spanish word in the clue, that means the answer needs to be in Spanish, so we need the Spanish name for Spain, which I think is España. My Spanish is not super good, but I believe that's right. One getting suckered could be a dope, yeah. A top. Is it onto? That O looks weird here. Zippo should be nada, right? Okay, so maybe it's not a dope. Maybe it's specifically a dupe. That's even closer to this connotation because somebody that's getting duped is kind of getting one put over on them, right? They're getting suckered. Yeah, a dope is just kind of like a silly person, right? A senseless person, but a dupe has a very kind of specific meaning. And then that means this can be a pawn. That's good. And then this is our last dipping theme answer, I'd imagine. You might dip a 55 down in this to make a candle. Wouldn't that be a wick? You dip a wick in, I think, paraffin wax, right? Is it spelled like that? Paraffin, I think. It might be a double F instead of a double R. Let's check. Similes center. Yeah, that should be as a. A simile is just when you're comparing one thing to another with the word as. So that means it's a double F here. Initials in a 1955 union merger. We just saw this a day or two ago. That's the AFL, part of the AFL-CIO. I think, if I remember right, we just looked this up. It's like the American Federation of Laborers or something. Yeah, the goose can correct me if I didn't get that quite right. Japanese speaker brand, I think is Aiwa. Let's just double check that. Blank walks like a duck. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck. Working without blank. That should be working without a net, I think. So that gives us one slice for basic pizza serving, yeah. And then what is this? Broadway buy, abbreviated Broadway. So the ticket that you buy on Broadway will also be abbreviated. All right, so now we're just stuck with these nasty crosses here. This literally could be almost anything except for maybe a vowel. I think there's some consonants that would be a little more plausible than others. Maybe an S would be good here. Maybe like a C. Oh, this is rough. I actually think we should go ahead and put in Phaedra here. Marsala for sweet Italian wine and Movado for the watch brand seem fairly plausible. And then we'll just have to hopefully guess correctly over here. I'm gonna guess a C and see if that does it for us. No. All right, let's see if we can guess some more consonants in this square and see if we can get lucky here. Ooh, we were very close with our C guess. It ended up being a K instead of a C. So we were almost right there. I do think the K was much more plausible here. Actually, if you looked at the Interlaken, it's much more likely to be a K than a C. Interlassen doesn't really sound like anything I've ever heard of, but yeah, this might be like lakes on the interior of the country, maybe? I'm not sure exactly what that means. Hopefully the goose can let us know. And then this is Carazorel. Boy, I think we're very lucky to have guessed these two correctly. When you have multiple squares that you're not sure about on a puzzle like that, that can get very dicey very quick. So I think we were very lucky to escape with a 23-minute solve time there. All right. So I think other than these crosses being maybe a little too tricky for a Tuesday, I think the theme was really fun. These dipping theme answers are really cute. Yeah. So we had a nib being dipped into India ink, a toe being dipped into a swimming pool, bread being dipped into cheese fondue, and a wick being dipped into paraffin wax. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, I really liked this theme a lot. And there was some good wordplay too, right? We had this nice small part in a superhero film for Ant-Man. Very cute. I also liked this kind of cheeky high in high clue. That was pretty great. We also had some foreign language stuff going on today. This España clue, the Spanish, and then also the Madame clue in French. Both pretty tricky. I think maybe I want to say this is a little on the tough side for a Tuesday puzzle, even though I really enjoyed it a lot. I think the cluing was fairly difficult, and these crosses gave us a lot of trouble, and I'll be curious to hear if you all out there had trouble with these same sections too. Let me know down in the comments. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed taking a dip into this Tricky Tuesday puzzle with me. I'm going to be coming back at you tomorrow for the Wednesday puzzle, and I think that's going to do it for now. All right, I'll see you next time.